Good morning, DB Acres Homestead. Dawn here. I wanted to show you guys something my husband began doing from the very start when we had chickens and ducks. He left stumps in our chicken yard so that he could put food on them. Because, of course, there's a pecking order, and you want to do things to where the food is spread out. Of course, you can do a feeder or multiple feeders. I have a lot of friends who do that, and I know a lot of farmers and homesteaders who do that. But my husband wanted to have a system where the food would be spread out. And I'll put it on other things, like I've got this boot tray here. I put it on with water so the ducks will come. We don't put all of our chicken and ducks together. We only have a pair of ducks in with our chickens, and all the rest of the ducks have their own duck yard and duck house. But we have two in here that are not an issue. Mal is a drake, but he never tries to mount female chickens. He is only concerned with his girlfriend, Biscuit. So it is not a problem. And occasionally our rooster will flog the ducks, but he's okay with them as long as they stay away from anywhere where the nesting boxes are. Our rooster gets very territorial about the nesting boxes and nesting time. But as you can see, we have various areas where we keep the food, and it really helps keep down bullying. It helps the ones on the lower end of the pecking order get more food. And I probably don't put it on even as many areas as my husband does. He will put it on a lot of areas. But this really does help, and we find that everybody tends to get their fair share of food. It's just so simple, just a simple little thing, nothing profound. But it was something that we do, and I wanted to share. And I also put an extra one over here that the ducks usually find by our big waterer. I'll put another heap of food over here. And we do make our own food. We buy organic corn, organic wheat berries, sunflower seeds, alfalfa. I'm trying to think of everything right now. But we buy a lot of different things, and we mix it on our own, and then we sprout it. And we find the animals thrive, and they really seem to enjoy it. And I don't know if I mentioned corn in there. Our newest thing is we were doing split corn. We're now doing whole corn so that we can sprout it. And you'll notice that there's eggshells down there too. A few times a week I incorporate some eggshells into that to give them extra calcium, especially in the winter. We want everybody to be healthy and strong and able to lay as much as they can during the winter. And if they take a break, that's fine. But we certainly want to give them what they need so they can lay if they want to, or if they're able to, I should say. Probably not a matter of wanting, more a matter of if they're coming through a molt and if they're able. Look at these ducks going to town. Usually while the chickens are eating, I let the Pekin ducks and our Indian runner forage. They love to forage. They've been getting kind of crazy lately and trying to wander farther and farther into the woods. They seem to be getting braver, so I'm having to watch them. But anyways, I didn't want this to be too long. Just wanted to show you what we do to keep down fighting over food and make sure everybody gets a good amount, because we do find sometimes that there are some who bully and try to hoard all the food, and when you spread it out like that, it's just super hard for them to do that because they're too busy over here investigating this food while another one lower on the pecking order is in a different area investigating that food. And so it does seem to help a great deal. Well, I hope you guys are doing good wherever you are in the world. We sure appreciate you watching. We'll see you real soon. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Bye. On a side note, I do the same for the ducks. I spread it into 2 feeding spots, and occasionally, since we have our new rescue duck, I will put a little bit right here by the tree. I try to put it in the same few predictable spots. That way they always know when they come out of their house where it is in the morning. And of course in the evening. But this also cuts down on fighting with the ducks. The ducks aren't quite as bad as the chickens when it comes to bullying and fighting, but they did try to do that a little bit with our rescue duck Buffy. They did try to bully her out of the food. You know, animals can be like that sometimes, especially the females. They're so catty. But this has also helped the ducks to share, because what they'll do is they'll kind of usually split up, but occasionally they'll all eat together. But at least they know if they get bullied out of this one, they can go over to this one, or they can catch some food over by this tree. So it all works out pretty well. All right, guys. Bye.